Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Slim Reshae here, aka Jasmine, and I am back with another video. Today I will be sharing with you guys how I style my faux locks, my chunky Rihanna inspired faux locks. So if you are interested in this video, please keep on watching. Okay guys, so today we are a little bit further away because I have these chunky Rihanna Ocean's 8 inspired faux locks in. So a few quick tips before we jump into the hairstyles. The things that I've noticed with these chunky faux locks is you might as well use the faux locks to your advantage instead of trying to like find these super large, scrunchies and things like that, trying to pull up your hair. So with that being said, the first hairstyle is just wearing your faux locks straight down like this. And I love a nice like side part like this, kind of how Rihanna rocked her locks when she wore them down. She had like a little side part here, and then of course we have the messy baby hairs going on that give it a more natural look. So this is style 1. So for style 2, it's going to be a simple reinvention of the half up, half down. So right now I have my locks in the top going straight back, and then I'm simply going to take the 2 locks that are right here above my ear, and I'm just going to take them and across the top, just crisscross them like this, like you're about to tie a shoelace. Tighten it. And then it'll kind of fall over like this. I press them back so you can kind of see the beginning of these 2 locks instead of having it right on my hairline. And then that makes these 2 short, which kind of give you like that bang feel. And then you have the rest of your hair out like this. So this is super cute for on the go. Like if you're going to the mall or something like that. This is how I will wear my locks, and it gives you like a nice little cute flare, but it's still like effortless, like you didn't put any effort into doing this, and it's super easy. So that is style 2. So for style 3, it's going to be a similar thing. We're still tying these 2 bad boys together, but we are going to move like the front 2 locks, these 2 that are in the front, and we're going to, instead of having them go straight back, we are going to just have them kind of down and throw them back there like how they were hanging when you just had your side part. And then you're going to take the 2 from the side and you'll loosely tie these at the back. You're gonna tie them the same way, like that right there. And then you wanna make sure you kinda like pull these out, give it a little slack so you can kinda get that swooped effect. And then you can wear it with your hair down in the back, like this. Or you can bring some of the hair to the front, but still have that tie going on in the back. So this is what it will look like. And sometimes when you want a more clean look and you don't want like this extra like lock just hanging out like that, instead of bringing it all the way through to tie it, I will tie it and only bring like a bunny ear through like that. So it's a little bunny ear here, and then it's laying down. So that way it's flatter. So the next hairstyle is going to be using our locks again. We're going to keep tying them like this. However, we're going to do it all the way down the perimeter of the hair. So it's kind of like a low ponytail, but styled like a faux hawk. So we're gonna move everything going straight back. We're gonna take these two and tie them kind of towards the top of our head like this. Boom. And then we're gonna push those straight back in the middle, and then we're gonna grab the next two that are on the perimeter, and then we're gonna tie them. And we're just like kind of tying, hopefully you guys can see. We're just gonna keep tying down the locks down the middle. And then once you get to the bottom, wait. Once you get to the bottom, you kind of have this nice like long faux hawk deal. You have like this elongated faux hawk. Now this is like a good style for if you just really am trying to get all of these locks out of your face. Now I will say, with populating your locks at the back of your neck like this, your neck and your back will be hotter than if you had your locks loose, so be mindful of that. So this will probably be a good style for like during the winter time and things like that. The next hairstyle I have not tried out yet, but it is a go-to. It's basically this entire thing but simplified. So we're gonna undo these, and instead of going I'm laying my locks again back kind of in that side part motion like this, but instead of taking the locks and going all the way back to here, we're just going to take the two from the back, and then we're just going to bring them on top of everything and tie it. So this will give you a low pony, and it is looser than the one that we just did, so it's not as hot, but again still populating the locks in the back of your head like this in like a low ponytail style is gonna make your neck a little bit hotter as well as your back. So when I came up with these styles, or when I was styling my hair like this, I wanted to do my hair in a way that people who actually have locks will wear their hair. And I know a lot of people use their locks to like tie their hair back and things like that, especially with the thicker ones like these. So I definitely encourage using the locks to your advantage. But the last hairstyle that I have is actually going to be a top knot. And this one, we are using a hairband. This is not a sponsored video. I was sent this product, however, and I've just been trying them out. I've used them for my like my puff balls and my pineapples with my natural hair, and I've used this in videos before. So if you have been subscribed to me for a minute, then you know that I use these for my natural hair, and it's called a bungee band, and I'll link it in the description box below. But the way that this works, it's kind of like it has a little ball right here, and then you can adjust it, so it can be this small, or you can like pull it out and it be this huge. So we're going to use this to do our top knot, but first, again, we're going to use our locks to our advantage. And I'm just going to flip my head over and like put all the locks in the top of my head. And then I'm going to take two locks from the back of my head, or two locks from the front of my head. So these two in the very front, we're going to take these two and we're going to tie it around the hair. So I'm going to hold these two, flip all of my locks on top of my head, and we're going to take these two, bring it around like this right here, and we're going to tie it. So boom. So now that the hair is tied, I did not do a top ponytail because I think this looks a little cray-cray, but if you're going for the, you know, Rastafarian vibe, you can leave them like this. So now I'm just going to kind of like start to, I know it's tall, y'all. Okay, so I'm gonna start to like just form this into somewhat of a bun, just like twisting all of the locks around, you know, tucking. It's a lot of tucking going on. There's not really a perfect way to do this, or that I found out. This is my first time styling them like this. So boom, we got some sort of bun looking thing. So once I get all of this, make sure you're not missing any. And I'm only using the viewfinder, so I hope this looks good. But so once you kind of like populate it like that on the top of your head, you want to get your bungee band. And you should, let's see. Okay. So then you can literally put it right over that. And then you can tighten it so you can like tuck everything under. So we're just going to get the tucking and moving and manipulating until we get this bun the way that we want it. Yes, so now everything is secure. Let me zoom up for you guys so you can see the top. Can you guys see? Okay, so once you have everything secure in the top like this is pretty much your bun. You can push it back so you know your messy baby hairs are showing. And yes, right now with this on top of my head doing this, it doesn't, like, if you go like this and you feel it moving side to side, it feels a little heavy, but having it straight on the top of my head and secure like this is actually not heavy. Like, you don't feel the weight of the locks because it's on the crown of your head. But yeah, so this is the final hairstyle. Let me know what you guys think in the description box below. I do want to do a styling video with these locks with a turban. So if you know any great places to find turbans or head wraps, please let me know in the comments as well. And then last but not least, I want to address a few FAQs that I've been getting about the locks. So the first one is, how many locks do I have in my hair total? I have 22 locks. What kind of hair did I use? The kind of hair that I used in these locks will be mentioned in my faux lock tutorial. So if you guys want to see that, just stay tuned. Is it heavy? The only time that it feels heavy is when it's like on top of my head like this, and say if I was like shaking my head side to side, then I could really feel the weight of these locks. But with it just sitting on top of my head like this, say if I went to work or something like that, like, I do not really feel the weight of this on my head because it's sitting on the crown of my head. Otherwise, it's not like a super lightweight faux lock style, because you do have the braids up under the wrapped hair. So because you braided in fake hair under the hair that you wrap, the style is going to be heavier, especially because they're chunky locks. Hopefully that made sense, but they are not uncomfortably heavy as one would think by looking at them. Another question that I got is, did they unravel or do they unravel? So the hair that's wrapped around the braids is like a kinky texture and it kind of sticks to itself, so it doesn't really unravel. However, it does slide down a little bit. The sliding that I've had on these locks hasn't been bad at all. If it ever like slides too far, like towards the end, I'll just unwrap it and rewrap it, and it's a quick fix. It's not like it's falling off or falling on the floor, so no need to worry about that. A big question that I get, do they hurt when I sleep? So you have to know how to sleep with these at night. So usually I put on my bonnet and I shift the hair to the front of my head like this, and then when I'm sleeping like flat like this, then it doesn't hurt. The only time it's gonna hurt when you're sleeping on it is if, say, you have the bun like at the back of your head and you're just sleeping on a pile of like locks, that's gonna hurt. So you just kind of need to move the hair out of your way when you go to sleep. So if you don't wear a bonnet and you just be sleeping with your locks on, or you have like a silk pillowcase, then I would just like make sure you move your hair from the back of your head so you can sleep flat. Same if you lay like on your side, you just want to make sure like you can sleep flat. So this is a great way to like go to bed, and that segues into the next question, which is how do you wrap your hair at night? The way that I wrap my locks at night is with my jumbo bonnet. So this is my jumbo bonnet, and I don't put it in a secure bun like this, but I just like, I'll show you. Okay, so at night I will flip my head over like this and then kind of just like fold it in half, kind of get all the hair in the top. And then I'll get my jumbo bonnet, stuff them in there. And then booyah, that is how I wrap my hair at night. I know, crazy, but I love this jumbo bonnet because it fits all of the locks and it's easy to maneuver it at night. So if I want to sleep flat like this, like my hair's in the top of my head, I don't have any problems. If I want to sleep on like a side, like I can move it, sleep, and then all is fine. So that is how I wrap my hair at night with these locks. And last but not least, the last question is how long do these locks last? I project these to last for about 2 to 3 weeks before I would want to go in and touch them up. However, you could probably let this style last for like 4 to 5 because as your locks like age, it looks more natural kind of as it grows out. But because they are locks, if you leave this style in for a longer period of time, you should not have any issue with your hair locking up because one, you did stretch it before you did the style, as well as they're in kind of sort of like box braids. So you shouldn't have any issues with your hair locking with the weave if you leave it in longer. But I do project this style to last about 2 to 3 weeks, and then I really like them. So I might do like another faux locks style, maybe shorter, maybe less chunky. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. If you are not following me on Instagram, make sure you go follow me at Reshae. And that's pretty much it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I love you so much. And never forget, at the end of the day, without regrets, love yourself and be you to the full. Bye, guys.